You may not be aware of this, John, but Kevin Durant has like a little bit of a history of not being that happy where he is, and he's even requested a trade before.
Really?
That's Kevin Durant with the Phoenix Suns.
Yes.
Can sign due to the over 38 rule, because he's going to turn 36 this fall. He's be eligible to sign this on August 8th, but he could sign for a 1-year, $60 million basically extension. He's got 2 years left. He's at 52 and 55 million. But the big deal there, number one, is possible his declining performance, and number two, the Suns, like you talked about, those 2-year second apron runs, the way that they get out of the second apron is by him having a much lower contract 2 years from now or not being on the team.
Are you saying you don't think Bradley Beal will opt out of his $57 million that year?
It might not happen.
Yes, the Suns are up against,
and also this one would have to happen before the start of the season.
Yeah, I just don't know why you would commit to that now when you already have him under contract for 25-26, and you could sign him to an extension in the summer of 25. I just don't know why.
You may not be aware of this, John, but Kevin Durant has like a little bit of a history of not being that happy where he is, and he's even requested a trade before.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think he's more tradable with or without the extension at this year's trade deadline?
Damian Lillard says without.
Yeah. So I think I would just hold back on that if I was Phoenix.
But you're like, the whole theory of this team is that you're like trying to win a championship right now.
Yes. I just think the whole theory of this team is going to change. And so I would make sure.
But are you guaranteeing that?
I would get another year of information as to whether this theory was actually true, and then I would pursue, whatever is next based off that information.
But is it a self-fulfilling prophecy that if you do not extend him, that the team will be breaking up? I mean, I agree with you. I think you got to just hold firm, and you can just say, look, man, like, we didn't play very well last year. Like, we would love to give you a 2-year extension if, we actually make the conference finals this year or something. But, like, I don't, again, I'm not, like, someone who's in Kevin Durant's head, but, like, I do think that he, on some level, will acknowledge that they, like, didn't perform last year. But I don't know. I agree with you, like, because if you bring him back, like, let's say you want to continue this era 2 years from now, you need to bring him back on a longer deal that doesn't cost $60 million, so you can get out of the second apron at that point, or then you're in the truly draft pick, not only frozen but moved to the end of the first round situation if you've been in for more than 2 years in a row.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would not do it. I mean, if he offered me some kind of a discount, then maybe. But yeah, I'm not going to just offer him that max $59 million for his age 38 season. I'll skip that.
Think about how hard that would be to have your first draft pick in a decade pushed back to the end of the first round.
Oh my God.